Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silverstacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 21st day of November 2022, I'd like to welcome you over to APMEX so we can check out those live spot prices. But before that, going to give a huge shout out, thank you to all of our channel members. Thank you so much. It'd be a lot more challenging without your help and support. Thank you so much. Now, next thing I want to do is give you a huge welcome over to a good morning to a tiny numismatics. That's number 282. Hope to see you there. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 a.m. Pacific. Now let's bump over here to the APMEX at the live gold live spot prices. Gold is down 11.60 to 17.50.60. Silver's down 33 cents to 20.90. Platinum down 7.90 to 9.87.40. And palladium down 45.40 to 19.29.50. And could we see a gold palladium parity at 1-to-1 ratio? Wouldn't that be something? Now, let's head over here to the United States Mint website. We're going to look at U.S. Mint about production sales figure and bullion sales. And in particular, we're going to be looking at the month of November. So here we are, the 21st day of November. A week from this Thursday is December 1st. So time is running out for the United States Mint to produce anything and sell anything from November of 2022. And will they? Well, we know that the United States Mint is already striking the 2023 4.9s fine gold buffaloes at West Point, New York for 2023. So may not see anything in November, December. And that would be something for November, December. Very uncharacteristic of the United States Mint to not have any sales here for these particular months. Maybe, one month completely absent, not 2 months. And sometimes there's, sales figures for November and December, but maybe 1 or 2 coins will have no sales at all. So we're definitely in some interesting times. And look at that, only just under 14.5 million American silver eagles that were purchased this year. And I imagine some folks maybe purchased a good portion of them, making them very, scarce on the open market. Let's head over here to the Google machine. There's something I wanted to share with you. This is FTX. Now, this is a collapsed crypto exchange, and that's FTX, and they filed for bankruptcy. This was 13 hours ago, folks. FTX crypto exchange owes biggest creditors $3.1 billion. That's a lot of simoleons. That's a lot of money. Mucho dinero. And I don't know if they have that much money, but I imagine they're asking for help getting it back. At least I would, wouldn't you? And look, it's having an effect on other cryptocurrencies as well. And what's interesting about these cryptocurrencies? Well, check this out. This is what I think of when I think of cryptocurrencies. Number one, counterparty risk, or any investment for that matter that you don't hold in your hand, right? Counterparty risk is the probability that the other party in an investment, credit, or trading transaction may not fulfill its part of the deal and may default on the contractual obligations. Yikes. So yeah, I guess they owe their biggest creditors because they failed to do the contractual obligations. Yikes. So I wouldn't want to be in that position at all. Not at all. And look at this. I wanted to show you this because I think this is kind of arrogant, but then again, it's my opinion. What precious metal do they try and make these digital currencies look like? Maybe, I don't know, lead? No. No, they try and associate it with gold. Come on. The nerve, right? It's as good as gold, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Not in my opinion. Not as good as gold. In fact, I think the Federal Reserve thinks it's as good as gold because check this out. Oh, here we go. And I think, folks, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Okay, that we have a digital currency here in the United States. And what that means to our circulating coinage, I think it'll be gone, all right? So I imagine that picking up circulating coins from 2022 and maybe even 2023, maybe all the way up to 2024, maybe 2025 after the semi-quincentennial, and bam, that's it. What if there's no more circulating coins after the semi-quincentennial in 2026? Wouldn't that be something? So that would leave us about 4 short years to collect all these circulating coinage. We could at least get the types of them for them. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about this one just a little bit more about the CBDCs, and then I'll go to the coin stuff. And it just makes me think, it's only a matter of time. It says here, this is by Turner Wright from Cointelegraph, the future of money. And they're not wrong. I really believe it. I just can't believe they make it shine look like gold, though. That's so nervy. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York's Innovation Center, that's the NYIC, announced that it would be launching a 12-week proof of concept pilot for central bank digital currency, or CBDC. In a November 15 announcement, the New York Fed said the program would explore the feasibility of an interoperable network of central bank wholesale digital money and commercial bank digital money operating on a shared multi-entity distributed ledger on a regulated liability network. Okay. That's a word salad, isn't it? Basically working together with their digital money on a shared ledger, okay, on a regulated network. I think that's about the gist of it. Banking giants include Bank of New York Mellon, Citigroup, HSBC, MasterCard, PNC Bank, TD Bank, Truist Bank, US Bank, and Wells Fargo, and they're going to be participating in the pilot by issuing tokens, all right, and settling transactions through simulated central bank reserves. Do you see bank that's not on there, folks? And I wonder why. The NYIC looks forward to collaborating with members of the banking community to advance research on asset tokenization and the future of the financial market infrastructures in the U.S. as money and banking evolves. And NYIC Director Pervon Zelowitz. There you go, folks. It's we're evolving the money system and the banking system. And what does that mean for our circulating coins? I think adios is what I think. Now, the proof of concept project will test the technical feasibility, legal viability, and business applicability of distributed ledger technology, as well as simulate tokens and explore regulatory frameworks. The New York Fed said the project could potentially be extended to multi-currency operations and regulated stablecoins. Isn't that interesting? So it encompasses like an umbrella, multi-currencies and more digital coins. Isn't that interesting? So not just a digital dollar. Wow. It says here the launch of the NYIC pilot project followed the center releasing research on its wholesale central bank digital currency program on November 4. And we did a video about that where they tested the speed of the transactions, right? And it was a great success. They went from like 42 or 48 hours down to 10 seconds. And why wouldn't any bank want that kind of action on their money? Because let's face it, the longer that money is in the float, the less interest they can gain on that money. That's 3 days worth of interest almost. No, 2 days worth of interest that they don't get to see. Now, it says here federal regulators in the United States have not reached any consensus on whether to launch a digital dollar in the country, but agencies and those in the private sector have been exploring the possibility. Now, following U.S. President Joe Biden's issuing executive order aimed at establishing a framework on digital assets, some lawmakers question what Congress's role might be in passing legislation in support of a CBDC and how a digital dollar might curtail similar innovations from the private sector. Absolutely, because let's face it, there are companies that are already doing this kind of a thing, and why wouldn't they partner up with the private sector to make it happen? And I think that this particular paragraph is very important because it says that the regulators have not reached any consensus, and that's okay. However, right here, it's the lawmakers. They haven't passed any legislation at all, okay? But that doesn't mean that they're not moving full steam ahead for a CBDC. It's like I said, it's only a matter of if, not when, folks. Now let's head over here to the United States Mint and look at the proof set from 2022. All right. Now this product came out April 7th. And like I said, we are on 11/21. So it's May, June, July, August, September, October, November, 7 months or so, 7 months and 2 weeks. Well, let's talk about the availability of this particular product. Well, this morning it's available, but I don't believe that it's going to be available past the 21st. It's not. I don't even think it's going to make it to noon, make it to lunch. Because check this out. The numbers suggest that there's only 217 of these proof sets available right now. And the way they've been moving, like I said, I don't expect to see them past lunchtime today. And it is $32. And this is, I believe, a really important set, not only because the mintage numbers are super duper low so far, but it also has the American Women Quarters, and it's the inaugural year of these honorees. We got Maya Angelou, Wilma Mankiller, Dr. Sally Ride, Nina Otero Warren, and Anna Mae Wong, who they are still celebrating all over the country, especially in San Francisco. It's really good times out there for Anna Mae Wong and her family. Congratulations. That's so cool. Now, let's go to the next thing here. Bam. Folks, these seem to be really important still, all right? And I mean still, all right? These are the 2019 and even the 2020 W quarters in a mint state. Some of them are very inexpensive. Yes, there's low grades, right? $5 shipping, so $30 for a graded one. Yeah, I don't think that's going to sell very quickly, but check this out. In a grade 66, you bet that one's going to sell. That's a San Antonio in a 66. And even if it is NGC or PCGS, an MS66 is a rather quality grade for a coin that was found in circulation. And the higher the grade above 66, well, you're going to be paying good money for those. So look at all these ones that are seeing action here. And these are 65. You will see these sell today. No doubt about it. Look at that one. That's an MS66. It's got the river of no return, and that's $47, $379 shipping. Somebody looks like unloading a collection, $379, $379. Interesting. Interesting. And imagine what a whole set of these would cost if you put together a whole set. Look at that, $300 for all 5. Isn't that something? Would you pay $300 for all 5 graded an MS65? I think I would an MS66, but not a 65. Look at that, not selling. So 50 times 5 is $250. That's still a better price than that one. Interesting. Well, there it is, folks. I'm going to stay focused on these W quarters. I don't know, it's my opinion, but I think they're still very important, especially for something that was in circulation. Had 2 million in circulation. And you know what else? Look, the more time goes on, the less quality these coins are going to come out of circulation. But that doesn't mean there won't be an MS68 or an MS69 in the future. Because let's face it, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll buy boxes of quarters for $500 and then just set it aside. And just with the law of averages for a box of quarters from 2019 or 2020, they could easily have a very pristine looking 2019 or 2020 W quarter. No doubt about it. No doubt. So good luck if you're on a mission to find those. And I would imagine people holding those boxes of quarters, maybe that's what we should be looking for instead of these graded examples. Maybe we look for the ones in the boxes right now. Let's see here. I'm going to put W quarter. No, let's see here. I probably should have done this. 2019 quarter box. Let's find out how much this costs. Oh, that's not going to do it. I probably did all the wrong things here. 25 cents. That was probably a really lame. Let me go highest first. If I'm not already. Nope. So I'm all listings. That's probably important. Got to change that. And let me go to the highest first, because that's probably going to be the one that's going to have the quarters in it. So really, I don't see any quarters in a box. Let me see. Maybe I'll put $500. Sorry for the stream of consciousness thing here. Oops, that's not the dollar sign. That's at number 4. And no found, none quarter. Let me see here. 2019. I don't want to put a mint mark on there. Yeah, doesn't look like there's too many of those. Nope, that's 2021. So it would be something like this, okay? $500 face value, unopened rolls for 2020 and, oops, I just hit my microphone, 2019 quarters. Wouldn't that be interesting? So I got some homework to do. I'm going to find out what these are costing. I'll tell you that right now. I think it's super duper important. Now let's head over here to the plus ones. Now, if 10 zombies run after you, what time is it? Well, 10 after 1, and it's time to run. Absolutely. Now, this is Ezekiel 18:20. The soul who sins shall die. The son shall not bear the guilt of the father, nor the father bear the guilt of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon himself, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon himself. So what that means is basically it's all on us. What we do, well, it's all on us to make it right and make it worse, right? So it's all there on our shoulders. Now let's head over here to 395 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Scorpions, No One Like You, and it's got some subtitles in it in Spanish. And really, they're like Spanish up top and then English at the bottom. And really, it's just a great way to learn Spanish or English, depending on your native language. So there it is, folks. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you're going to see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.